Hey everyone, Cahlen here, and I want to tell you about basically this moment that I'm having right now. So I'm eating this, what I'm going to call wizard food. What is it? So it's basically a big piece of chocolate. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like you're eating a big, giant chocolate bar, which is delicious. But it doesn't have any of the downsides of a chocolate bar, except for the addictiveness. That's it. And that's not so bad. And because it's actually healthy to eat it, right? So basically what it is I'm guessing it's about 2/3 ish coconut butter melted down, and then a bunch of chocolate, a little bit of stevia, and then a bunch of herbs. So let's go through the herbs. Astragalus. This is a really important herb. I'm not going to go into all the reasons. You guys can know how to do search engine. Schisandra gives a good flavor too, and actually is very healthy. Ginkgo, that's a good one. And you can just drink it by itself. It's like a tea. This is Eleuthero. This is Siberian ginseng. Let's see. And there's rhodiola in there as well, but I'm out of the bag of rhodiola. So, anyways, that's basically what it is. And so it tastes like a chocolate bar, but it's food, right? So that coconut butter has a lot of fat energy, right? So you have to kind of adapt your body over time to getting used to digesting large amounts of fat. But it's a large amount of fat, coconut. It's basically coconut oil, but it's mixed in with coconut protein and coconut carbs and coconut sugars, but these are kind of in small amounts, and that's generally a good thing because these things all have consequences in your body when you digest a lot of them. Proteins when you digest a lot, or sugars and carbohydrates, right? It's a little bit taxing on the body to digest these things, and oil is more of a clean fuel if you can get yourself to the point where you're like largely able to digest oil. And one of the keys is mixing it in with other things, not just eating it straight, because that's going to shoot right through your body. So anyways, this is like about as dense as you could get in terms of calories. Instead of using stevia, I could use something probably like maple syrup or honey, maybe, or basically a good sugar, a good healthy sugar. Then this thing's going to give you like boom, you're going to be getting everything you need. Or, if you feel like you need more protein, this is something I'll be experimenting with. You can add certain types of protein, like I would say maybe fermented brown rice powder might be a good thing to experiment with. That might be what I try next. So, anyways, this thing's pretty sweet. It's great because it's not going to go bad because it's encased in oil, right? And I don't have to keep it cool. It stays pretty solid into pretty warm temperatures, but even if it gets hot outside, you could put it someplace where it's not going to be melting. And even if it does melt, it doesn't really matter that much because it's still all encased in oil. So it's going to last. And again, I mean, to take it all back from, okay, it's going to be healthy, it's going to give you energy, it's going to be easy, you don't have to cook it. You just go like this. Oh. Or if you got some hot water, you can chip some off and put it in and drink it like a hot chocolate. It's very versatile. So anyways, basically the general proportions, I don't have exact amounts, but for every cup of coconut butter that you melt, add around six tablespoons or less. You've got to experiment with all of these things. 6 tablespoons of cacao powder, 1 tablespoon of stevia. That's the current recipe. And you can experiment with different sugars. And then, I don't know, just like 1 serving, whatever each of these herbs says, right? I think about maybe 1 or 2 servings. I'm not quite sure of those proportions, but you have to experiment with that too because they're spices, they're herbs with their own flavors. And some of them are very distinct and unusual, and you're mixing them all together. So if you put too much of that in there, you may not like it. I'm actually starting to like it. So, it's like a high-end chocolate bar, you guys. This is like world-class taste. and it's good for you, and it will last forever. Well, not forever, but a long time. And I mean, and it's easy to make, right? So there's really not any downside to this, except for the addictiveness. Like I said, the addictiveness. You're just like, oh, I can't wait to eat that. So anyways, that's my wizard food at the moment. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider sharing it. If you'd like to help me out in a more substantial way, you can learn how to do so at cahlen.org/gift. And if you'd like to have a one-on-one conversation with me, whether publicly or privately, you can learn how to do so at cahlen.org/one-on-one. Thanks again for watching.